The book is really about your life as a mom and as a wife to a well-known gospel artist. You guys were married for how long?
16 years.
For 16 years. And guys, it's one of my favorite gospel artists. She was married to BeBe Winans from the Winans, and of course BeBe and CeCe Winans. So take us through the whole process. You guys fell in love. You moved to Detroit eventually. You guys met when? When did you guys meet?
We met in 86. We met in 86.
That's a while ago.
Yeah, a long time.
That's when people were still loved each other. They weren't fighting.
We were, but nicely, right? So, we met, moved to Detroit, was in Detroit for 2 years, and it was cold. I never experienced so much cold in my life.
That's real.
So we moved to Detroit, then they signed the record deal with Sparrow Records. 2 years later, we moved to Nashville.
Okay.
Where did they recording, and that's where I've been in Nashville until I moved in 2019.
Wow.
Yes.
What part of Nashville?
Brentwood.
Brentwood. Oh, I love Brentwood.
Brentwood.
Yeah, I think I have a friend there, Taj from SWV. Do you know Taj?
Yes.
Yes.
I love Taj.
Okay. Taj she's a friend and a client.
Okay.
I love her. But I started my career with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Small world.
It is a very small world. So you lived in Nashville for I don't know, 15 years, many years. But you're originally from?
Sacramento, California.
Oh, wow.
I know. Go figure.
How did you end up in the South?
I know. I lost my mom, and then we moved with my oldest brother and his wife, and they were evangelists at the time. And they actually lived in Cleveland, Tennessee. So that was a major culture shock, coming from California to Cleveland, Tennessee.
Wow.
Then shortly after that, we moved to Atlanta. And then several years later, I met BeBe.
Okay. So we all know who BeBe is. We know, I believe that a lot of us grew up with him. I remember when they came out on the scene, and I want to say the brothers were the first ones to come, and then eventually it was CeCe. But you guys met. How did you meet exactly?
A mutual friend.
Through a mutual friend, as most people do.
Yes.
And then you guys fell in love. When did the kids come?
9 years later.
9 years later. So throughout this whole time, 9 years, he's on the road, award shows, concerts, signing autographs, churches. You're right beside.
Majority of the time, yes.
Majority of the time. So you're right beside, and then you have...
I'm more behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Because it was very important for me to have my own identity.
Yeah. Oh, that's...
So I love
brilliant.
what they did, though.
Yeah.
I believe wholeheartedly. I think today he is still one of the greatest songwriters, singers, producers. He's phenomenal at his craft. And so I loved the production side of it. So I fell in love with it and how the music industry works. And I was asking 50 million trillion questions and saved them a lot of time. So I love that behind the scenes.
Right. Okay, so now you guys are having kids. How many kids? Two. How old are they now?
26.
26
and 23.
Oh,
and
so
they're
fairly...
so gorgeous. You want to see pictures?
Oh, yeah. You guys can go on the internet and see the pictures too. So you guys have the kids. You're staying home. What's the conversation that you have with yourself? You're married to BeBe Winans, right? You're raising these two kids. I'm assuming that because he's just BeBe and he's got to be at all these different events, he's not at home. What's the conversation that you're having with yourself and that you're having with the kids? Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. You never know when I might be in the comments. And also, thank you guys for continuing to watch.